Hi guys, this is Katie Andy with Interlink Mortgage, and right now I want to talk to you about debt to income ratios and what that means. So as a lender, when we're looking at qualifying somebody and helping them determine their maximum purchasing power, how much home can they afford, we are going to be looking at two components of your income versus the house payment versus the debt. So qualifying ratios, you have the front end ratio, known as the housing ratio, and then you have the total debt to income ratio, known as the back end ratio. So on that front end ratio, what we're doing is we're taking your gross monthly income, which can be comprised of your salary, bonus, overtime, child support, those sources of eligible income, as long as they meet the requirements, right? So we're taking that gross income, and then you are taking the proposed house payment. The proposed house payment gets divided into your gross income to come up with the percentage that your housing ratio is. So conservatively, mortgage guidelines, are looking for a 29 to 31% range on the housing ratio. So that is how much your house payment is and compared to what your gross income is, okay? So just for your house. Now, the second part of that is you take that proposed house payment, plus you take your outgoing monthly debt. So car payments, student loans, credit cards, if you have alimony or child support, those particular items are going to be taken into consideration in your total debt to income ratio. So you take the proposed housing payment, you add those things together, and again, you divide it into your gross income, and that's going to give you your total debt to income ratio. Conservatively, the guidelines are around 45% of your gross income can be towards your total debt to income ratio. Now, with automated underwriting these days, there is some variables there. On conventional financing, the threshold is 50%. So as long as you have an automated approval with debt to income ratio up to 50%, that can be allowable. And on FHA, we've seen it as high as 55%. So again, it just depends on the overall strength of the file, whether or not you have reserves, whether there's payment shock. Those things are going to be taken into consideration. So just to give you an example, so if you're sitting down and you're looking at your numbers and you're making $5,000 a month gross household income, right? And let's say that you want to look and see what your housing ratio is. You would just take that $5,000, you would multiply that times 31%. It gives you a monthly payment, $1,550. So basically that's telling you your purchasing power would allow you to purchase a home, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance included, of about $1,550, give or take. Okay, so the second number that you want to look at, again, you take that 5,000, let's multiply that times 45%, okay, because that represents a conservative approach to total debt to income ratio. That gives you the number 2,250. Okay, so of that 2,250, we know that 1,550 is allocated towards your housing ratio, right? So that leaves about $700 left for other debts. So depending on how much your car payment is, your student loans, credit cards, those things will impact whether or not you need to pay some additional things down to qualify for that house payment of $1,550, or if you need to go to a lower priced home. So before you make those decisions, though, definitely talk to a lender, talk to a professional, have them analyze your supporting documentation, have them analyze your credit report, run those scenarios, and let you know, hey, this is truly what your purchasing power is. And then that way you go into your home buying process educated, you know what you can afford. And then that way, whenever you're out there actually looking at homes, you don't get yourself emotionally tied up in something that may or may not work for your budget. So those, again, that's your housing ratios. You've got the front end ratio and your total debt to income ratios. If you have any questions, if you want to go deeper on the topic, my number is 817-807-5367. I'm always happy to answer any questions that I can to help you achieve home ownership. Again, my name is Katie Andy, and I'm with Interlink Mortgage, and I look forward to helping you with your home purchase. Have a great day.